Now, you've seen me make chimichurri in the past, and I've always said don't blend it, right, CJ?
You've said it.
I do prefer a chopped chimi. We call it chopped chimi. Today I'm gonna use a blender because of the preparation style. I'm gonna do some surf and turf street tacos with a blended chimi. It's fantastic, unbelievable. Let me show you how I like to do it. Beef is gonna take the longest, so we're gonna start with our inside skirt steak. Now, inside skirt and outside skirt, the difference is both location and price. Location on the cow. Outside is a little bit more tender, but we're gonna be chopping this up so it's fine. Seasoning here is very, very simple. Lime juice, Blackstone street taco, and a bit of oil. That's really all you need. I like to do this in a bowl so everything kind of comes together. It almost becomes soupy. Is that too weird to say, CJ?
Nope, not weird at all.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Get all that together. Now I've got my griddle screaming hot. We definitely want really high heat because this is a thin cut. So the second that that beef touches, it should be cruising. Absolutely Tom Cruising at this point. Now, you know what? I've got all of the seasoning, lime juice, and oil in my bowl. Go ahead and add your shrimp and toss it around. Add a bit more seasoning if you need to, and let that sit. Do not cook your shrimp yet. They will turn into a rubbery mess. Let that all cruise. Let's start working on our chimi. Now, I said it in the beginning, I don't typically like a blended chimi. Hand chopped just always feels so much nicer, a little bit more elegant. But here I've got equal parts cilantro and parsley right into the blender. Don't worry about stems. There's a ton of flavor in the stems as well, and it's gonna get blended up. I've got some garlic cloves. Add a decent amount. Add as much as you think, and then a little bit more. Let's go ahead and add a bunch, not a bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna add some of our street taco seasoning. I'm gonna add some sherry vinegar. I'm gonna add a bit of pineapple juice, and then a decent hefty amount. Like when I say decent amount of oil, like I mean a decent amount of oil. This is, yeah, you want almost swimming. Now again, this is gonna be a different consistency after we've blended it. You'll see it as it starts to happen. This isn't the chimi you've seen me make in the past, but you'll see why in just a little bit. What we're looking for is something smooth, something creamy. I mean, it still has an elegant look. Let's give our steak a flip. That's what you're looking for on skirt steak. A really fast and furious sear. That Maillard reaction, that caramelization is exactly what you want. Now on flip, this is a thin cut so we can go ahead and get our shrimp going. Same thing, you don't wanna cook shrimp a long time. They get rubbery really, really quick. We might be on the griddle for 60 seconds. However, something that will take a bit longer, you gotta let the steak rest. So once you pull your steak off, let it sit for 5 minutes or so. You can pull your shrimp off too. Last thing is a little bit of garnish. I've got some jalapeno pepper, nice thin slices, and that's really it. Now garnish game is where you can make this your own. I wanted to go simple and basic, very, very easy to do. Once your steak has rested, it's time to chop up. Let's start with our shrimp first. We want these into nice tiny bite-sized pieces. Don't worry about a perfect knife cut or perfect portions here. Just chop it up so it's easier to eat later. And we can actually fit more shrimp on this way. I'm gonna do the same thing with the beef. Just cut off a small section, enough for what you're serving, and bite size. You want tiny, but look at that cook. That is a gorgeous cook. That's what you want. Fast and furious, so you still have that beautiful medium on the inside of your steak. Now you'll notice all that board sauce, all that beauty coming out of the steak. Toss everything together. If you want, add a bit more seasoning here just to amp up those beautiful flavors. Toss it all together and we're ready to plate. I'm gonna toast my tortillas. I'm using corn. Usually you see me using flour, but
today
corn is fine. Decided to follow CJ's lead.
Culinary genius.
I wouldn't say it about you.
I would say it about me.
Yes, you would.
I would.
I like to double up here. So 2 corn tortillas per serving. It's gonna give us a bit more body. It's gonna handle the weight of all of this surf and turf deliciousness. Add a bit of the steak and shrimp to each one. We can garnish with a bit of our jalapeno pepper. I just thinly sliced this, very, very simple. And then if you want to, little cotija cheese or a little queso fresco goes a long way. Like a Mexican salty crumbly cheese is stunning and gorgeous, both for the appearance and for the flavor. And you know what, hit it with the post dust. We're following CJ's lead already. Might as well do a little post dust. And now my friends, like this is where the magic happens. Because you throw a party, you can serve a ton of these in next to no time, or the same amount of time as making a small batch. But let's get into this. Let's take a bite. Oh, you'll see where the double really comes into play.
Dude, why'd you have to mess up the turf with the surf?
You gonna try it?
I'll try it.
Come try it. Come try it. The surf, and maybe this is the way to sneak some surf into
the turf.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like people playing those games with me.
The chimi's where it's at.
Is it? Dude, you really loaded these up. Like,
No.
overloaded, maybe.
I think that one's all shrimp. I'm not sure. So all these things come together at the end. That little bit of salty, crumbly cheese, stunning, gorgeous. The chimi here acts more like a sauce, right? So it drapes over everything.
In this application, you can hardly taste the shrimp.
Is that a good thing?
It's like a pointless thing. Why not just make it all steak?
Dude, did you get the pepper? It's hot.
I did.
It's really good. Oh, that bite, that steak right there's got your name on it. Yep.
Yes, it does.
This is a fun one. Go nuts on your garnishes. Go all beef, you chicken, go all shrimp.
It's a good combo, though. The little bit of pineapple juice and the chimi.
And the vinegar. Touch of acidity goes along
And
with
the sweetness.
You're going to do chimi on your show now, aren't you?
Maybe.
You're going to do chimichurri on the show now. Well, sorry, I'm talking with a mouthful. That's it. That's all I got. That one's really, really fun. Skip the pineapple juice if that one's weird. Add orange juice. Add lemon juice. Adding interesting acidity to your chimichurri is where you really kind of make this unique to you, the stuff that you like. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you going to make these? And if you do, send us a picture. Tag us at Blackstone Products, all that fun stuff. But this is Cookie Repeat. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippy. I'll see you all in the next video.